या फिर कुछ दिन में वेब ये ऐसा करेंगे, ओपन रहेगा, ऑनलाइन सब देख सकेगा। हाँ वो धीरे धीरे वो चल रहा काम, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर मैंने टेक्निकल चीज है ना इसमें। हाँ बहुत सारे लगेगा, फिर आपको सिस्टम डेवलप कर रहा है, हो रहा है काम।
कहीं भी ऑनलाइन कोर्स चलता है, आप इधर से घर से देख सकते हैं, तो रजिस्ट्रेशन फीस कराना नहीं पड़ेगा।
नहीं ऐसे तो सकते हैं, जैसे मान लो आप एनरोल हो और मतलब जैसे हम एनरोल हुए, आपके लिए कोई और एग्जाम दे रहा है, उस समय क्या होगा? ये क्वेश्चन तो सर है, मतलब आपने एनरोल किया, आप बैठिए सर ये होगा रजिस्ट्रेशन में टाइम एक बार ले लेगा, तब नहीं होगा बायोमेट्रिक्स दे दिया और मैं सब दे दिया ऑप्शन है। नहीं एग्जाम टाइम में एक बार शुरुआत में करेंगे और एग्जाम टाइम में एंट्री होगा, वेरीफाई होगा कि आप ही नहीं मैडम समझ मैंने आपने यार आते में बैठ
बीच में है ये मारेंगे फिंगर ही लगेगा, बी मारेंगे तो अभी आप ही फिंगर देंगे, खाली करेक्शन नहीं करेंगे। ए में मारे बी मारे, खाली फिंगर का किसकी चाहिए देंगे दीजिए नहीं ऐसे हो सकता है। 20% नहीं करेंगे ना आप, 80% नहीं 20% मार्क्स कर दिए, 80% आपका नॉलेज नहीं है तो उधर में तो आप जीरो लाएंगे।
Welcome back. So now we will hold one panel discussion on issues and challenges of implementation of MOOCs. It's basically we will discuss from our own ideas and experiences that how it can be implemented more effectively as practitioners and how can we make it better. Supposed to get Dr. Sanjay Ghosh, Joint Registrar Academic and Research, but suddenly there is a meeting with MHRD Secretary to them on direct interactive meeting video conference today, right now from 12 o'clock. It has started in the Central Library. So we are unfortunate that we did not get him because he is the key person in this university who is supposed to implement this at least in Vishwabharat. So we expected him, but unfortunately he is not able to come. But he will come sometime, maybe today or tomorrow, just to share with you. So here in this panel today we have Dr. Tapas Chakraborty. You know him from yesterday, and Dr. Rudra Ghatak. You know him very well. And then two new members. One is Dr. Anindo Bose. He is from Department of Physics, Bardhaman University. He will be our next speaker as well in the technical session. And last but not the least is Samyukta Chakraborty. She is from SICOM Skill University. There is one private university in the vicinity of Shantiniketan, and they have started implementing MOOCs. And as she was talking to me a few minutes back, that in their provision in the academic curricula, they have made it mandatory to have course from MOOCs so that students can take advantage of that facility. So we will discuss in this how they are using it, how they are having getting advantage out of it, and how the problems are there in implementing that. So now at first I would like to start with Dr. Tapas Chakraborty, that though he is not in direct academic environment, but still what does it feel that how can it be implemented in an effective way, because he was an administrator in a very reputed place, Reserve Bank of India. So I will request him to start the discussion, and let's see how does it go, and you also just take part in it. There is no kind of expert and stuff like that. It is just one idea, but Rudra has given me, so that we can get it from the receptors also, so that he can communicate into the larger forums or higher forums to make it a successful event. Okay, sir, please.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a bonus to me. Actually, it is over, I have totally forgotten. I was doing something suddenly, you went and put just leave the But here, I'm really delighted to be here again. In the sense, I like academic things. Though I was in reserve bank, I spent on research department. As chief head of the research department. IBI research is outstanding in one sense because it does not only contribute to policy making, it also contributes to theories, economic and financial aspects. So that way there's a huge scope to use your intelligence. That's the thing. And IBI was notable in this sense because I used the digital, my library, etc. So many things started. And it started from RBI in mid-80s because RBI took that initiative for computerization, etc. in India because money is not a problem to RBI. So that's why any idea the government had, and they used to use RBI to start with. The computerization in India, in banking and other sector, RBI is the pioneer institution. That's the thing. Here also that type of initiative was there. But this type thing, that massive open online process. So yesterday, when professor started talking about cost benefit analysis, etc., he started. He started talking that publishing articles, etc., we are contributing, we are not fit economically, monetarily, but the publishers of the articles, so they are having huge problem. The cost element he talked about. But can you recollect when that principal came, just had a 5-minute intervention, and he talked about a long-term hidden agenda. Have you got it? What she talked about? She talked about probably it is a decision that this academic correct infrastructure, it should be worked out. It will be cost benefit, whatever, maybe this and that. That type of hidden agenda is there or not. However, fact or not, the expert they will be taken. But thing is that this move started, to my understanding, definitely it implies the most efficient use of technical advance of the country. Which I like this book, very interesting, with personally speaking. Whatever we talk about using etc., because equality reports the what's correct. And very important thing, the academic equality is very important capital for any development of the society. If there's the equation of education, there's the equation of knowledge. It's a great ingredient for the advancement of any country. Now, MOOCs, one technique, a student from Africa, a student from China, a student from South Africa, student from Bangladesh, student from India, student from anywhere, they are having access to have an equal standard of knowledge or education. Then there will be no ego. I am from London School, I am from this, I am from that. That barrier will be curbed over a period of time. If suppose it becomes popular, when you are older like me, then you will find the world that way attaining some equality in education distribution. And that I find very interesting. Another problem which came to my mind, there's one problem when I talk about the education and books, some module, etc. Yesterday, Professor talked about very interesting. Now, thing is that subject. Now every society having some uniqueness in their law, uniqueness in their faith, religion, and other things. Now suppose you like to have the universality of these topics, then it becomes problem. Now we are talking about, say, Indian law system. Now American student may not be interested, but if it is through that, so they are having the same access, they may not like it. So there is some sort of departmentalization or segregation. I think technically it will come overall later on. So this is the point what I feel. And implementation, another thing, negative point which I find, to my understanding, the economy is getting, a society is getting dichotomized. Now, when it is dichotomized, so far politically we take that is economic distinction is there, so that is the focus in the political sphere. Now suppose there is dichotomized in knowledge, it is not much thought over. It is not much thought over. And here, suppose these things access, take the case of India. How the rural people or rural kids or children will get access of this. If I think the problem is very basic, I don't think that we should walk down with this problem, because we should think alternative also. It should be a state initiative. Let this MOOC be accepted by the state. Now I think as EDC probably taken a stand to get it popularized. Right? So if the state takes the initiative, suppose in a rural area, there will be some cyber hub like that. Like in Anganwadi, suppose future, think about 50 years ahead. Like some computer centers are there, every advert is there, the kids are there, interested, go there, use the computer, get the knowledge and go, get educated. And that way government money also will be saved, because if they are properly educated, then naturally knowledge boosting is there, and all the unnecessary expenditure. And a very important thing which I found you all teachers there, that to my feeling, I also spent a decade about in teachings in his college in the old days. So the teaching, to my understanding, not my, as somebody said probably now, I should not use mine, that teaching is a mission, not a profession. Not a profession. To negate it, unpardonable crime. To negate it, unpardonable crime. And now our society is a victim of this. Teachers community cannot say it is the principle or motive of that. A few teachers having this same thinking. And that's why some good students are coming, and coming from a limited scale, from a limited place. And when you think about Free India, even the initial decade of Free India, all the teachers, they have got the same vision. And that's why, so we have got some still the place in the world of academic on that. So that if this type of system is popularized, then no question of negative the teaching profession. It comes on. That's the thing, but I think it's a very big initiative, and I don't see that it is very popular here, and we are alive, but you are enjoying. But again, yesterday what I raised the issue that it's also family mindset which will be there, whether you will be interested to send your kid to have their poor education through this or not. This type of education can supplement. I'm an engineer. I like to MBA. I can have MBA through this. method from abroad. That will be there. Or unless say, no, let you go through all the degrees through this. So this is a question of mindset and it's a question of challenge also. And that mindset you have to break it and think and then proceed to it out. That's my feeling. Thank you very much. I am not sure now I'll be listening. So I feel now, sir, decide or ladies first or whatever you like.
Now, I would request Arindoda, he is in this kind of exercise, like arranging this kind of workshops. He has experience of more than 40 of organizing such. So I just would like to hear from him. How does he feel about this implementation of MOOCs and how is it going on as far as his experience is concerned?
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Tirthankar. And first of all, I must congratulate Tirthankar and the center for organizing such type of course. And at the same time, I will brand build my organization because sometimes all of you are very much aware of the HRDCs where we are compelled to go and take something from them and write it in our CV for our promotions, etc. Well, that's a very, I'd rather say, very structured thing. But the best part of it is that's a place where we can make some, we have the scope of making some experimentation along with our colleagues. Otherwise, we do not get otherwise. Okay. So, sometime ago, the authorities of the HRDC and we few people, we were discussing like that, can we launch a program that will be quite different? Till now, but we have not tried. Let us try. If we fail, we will withdraw it. If we succeed, let's see. So instead of, because nowadays, in OPs, 20% of the courses as 20% computer training has become mandatory. Okay, so how to do it? We go for, say, this is one processor, this is PowerPoint presentations, this is spreadsheet solution like that. Once upon a time, we went like that. But somehow we felt we should come out of that. Time has passed. So we developed a module sort of workshop type of thing, say 7 to 8 lectures, 1 hour 30 minutes each. And we launched in Pradhan University HRDC, we launched the course. Let us see how we can introduce these things, the MOOCs and the e-learning and the e-learning amongst our colleagues. Let's see what is their views. Unfortunately, many people liked it. And I must congratulate once again Tirthankar and his team and this center that after he took one course, STC there, it was a 7-day course, but actually we launched it for 9 lectures or 7 lecture course. And interestingly, there are no such expert who is coming from education background. So I'm from physics, other colleagues you will meet, or most of them are from physics background. So we tried to communicate what we picked up as a teacher, as an educator, as a researcher over the past couple of years. So that's why our theory part may be a bit weak, but the practical part is very strong. And in some part, obviously, theory part is required, but I think Tirthankar here is supplementing with proper people. In our case, we do not have any theory people. From education background, he's telling about this. We people who have used it, just sharing our experience. And that way, in many places after that, we came to know and they informed that they have organized such type of courses, and we see this is a success. Obviously, we could create some interest and like this. So at the beginning, it is after a long introduction, I'm going to begin. So, but Saras told. Tapos fortunately, I'm from once again from a place where we used to call our teachers Dada, so I don't have any hesitation.
They are also it is
I know. I'm from such another place. Tapos that I came across one very interesting term, that is education equality. I see it very importantly because when Tapos was talking, he used this term. It just created some impact upon me. I talk it in a different way because we have many divides. Divide of food, variables, water, energy, whatsoever may be. There are many divides. But once again, similar divide is digital divide. There are haves and have-nots. But one thing is clear, that if we provide them access to this one, most of the people, they will, without knowing the complexity, they will use it and they will use the advantages of it. The best example is the mobile phones. They do not know the technology, but they can use it even, most people can use it even many, in a much better way than some of us or most of us, in a very useful way. So if you can give access to them, he also talked about the access, the last mile problem, what we tell. We also deal with telemedicine. In telemedicine, sitting in a city or a large hospital, the experts try to intervene into the remotest part of the in a village to treat a particular thing. So for that purpose, we need to communicate huge amount of data. Some portable X-ray machine is there, it is X-rayed and being sent back to the super specialty hospital. But for sending, there are many issues, communication issues. The best expert is here, Rudra is here. He can tell communication issue is here. But the other problem is how to bridge the gap between the last mile. That means up to block level or sub-division level, there is very good quality telephone connection. After that, how we can bridge the gap between the village and that one? Should it be wired connection? Should it be wireless connection? So that is another problem. So that last mile problem, it exists everywhere. And fortunately, or unfortunately, that's another issue, issue of debate, I think. That nowadays, at least as of now, we have got huge amount of data per day for 399 rupees. You have access to 399 rupees per day, 1 GB. I can recall the days, the whole month I spent with 1 GB. And that was sufficient. I never objected. But every day, now I'm getting 1 GB and sometimes it gets exhausted. So why not use that particular scenario? Why not? Another one we just brought in, that can we dream of a society where our children, they have got access to this digital facilities? Yes, already effort has been started. Maybe some of you already know. Many efforts is taking place in Andhra Pradesh. One voluntary organization, what is called as HR. I happen to be there. Fortunately, I happen to be there in the outskirts of Hyderabad. They have got a huge campus, a huge building. What they're doing, they're developing very low-cost hardware. What they're calling it HR box. And they're putting it into the community centers of the villages. And they're developing operating system and the election softwares in Telugu itself. So even just literate lady, a housewife, obviously the children, the aged, they have got access to this digital power. I have seen it in my eyes. And obviously I dream about such a scenario in our state, that maybe Bangalore box, something like that. It will be installed in many places. And wherever required, in the community centers, the stakeholders would go for a very nominal charge or maybe free of cost. They will fill up their forms, they will download their materials, where is the nearest doctor, they can find all this information going to that community center. So access we are providing. Now, while we are talking about, we have got access, we can provide access. Obviously, in this workshop, one of our students and now colleague, Devabrat, will talk about very low cost hardware. How very low cost hardware can be utilized to enhance your computing power. So we have got the computing power hardware, we have got low cost software, of which I will touch upon, and we have got huge amount of material of which you are being exposed to here. So why not use the best of it? Obviously, many threats are there, many challenges are there. We have talked about this, but why not use it? This is completely my view, because that will help in bringing down the wall height of the divide in digital era. The digital divide wall height can be brought down if we can give more access to our students and through them to their families, through them to the society. And it may be not only from the education point of view, I see it also from the societal point of view. It may be another game changer into this scenario. So another thing was brought in. I just thought the main points what were brought in, I would mainly put my views on that one. There is a difference in curriculum. there is another challenge in case of MOOCs. Let's say American jury-based law system and our different type of law system. But sir, I think through this, even if there is a difference in curriculum, difference in socio-economic pattern, difference in requirement, difference in mindset, but still our students should get the benefit and the exposure to what's happening in the other part of the globe. That would help in opening up their vistas of thinking. I see it that way. So that's all for me at this point. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd just like to mention one thing, that the workshop I attended, I was talking about that yesterday as well. So Anindada was coordinator in that workshop. So I conceived the idea of holding one such after I attended his one. So I must thank him for arranging such a beautiful workshop. And I literally got attracted to this whole work and all these kind of exercises after I attended that workshop. So anyway, so now I would like to ask Sanjukta to say how they are implementing in their university this MOOCs exercise, because they are actually using this platform for their students, and what are their experiences. So please, Sanjukta.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone present here. I must congratulate Prithanga sir and the whole team for taking such a great initiative, because no doubt it's a very positive way of learning, because using MOOCs, massive open online courses, we get the chance to learn a lot of things related to various subjects. So many participants can participate at a time, anywhere, anytime. So it is providing a very good platform for learners. For those people who really want to learn something in their life, it is providing a great platform for all of them. I feel very, it's a matter of great pleasure for me to share my views, what we implement in our university regarding MOOCs. What we do that in our schedule, in every week we keep 2 classes mandatorily for the students of all the streams to attend the classes. We have a classroom where we have implemented using a terminal and dish antenna that MOOCs classes used to go on there. Okay, our students go there along with the teachers. We all go there as an audience. We listen to the classes, the lectures given by the eminent professors of different universities, IITs, IIMs. There we listen to all the lectures, and after that, whatever doubts the students have, they come to us and we try to solve those things. And in our examination system also, we have kept 20% of marks will be credited on the basis of the MOOCs courses. So this is how, sir, we run MOOCs courses in our university.
So you are practicing this for last semester, right?
Last semester,
So
since
far-
last semester.
So far there is no examination.
No examination yet conducted, but we are thinking of that.
So is there any direct interaction with the person who is addressing the class?
No, not yet.
There is no such option.
For that, we have to enhance our technical infrastructure also.
So is it due to technical problem, or
Yeah,
due to
it's-
the option is not there?
Still now it is not there. sir.
Yeah. That's what also I found, that many of you and I also enrolled in SWAYAM, and there also I found in many courses they have uploaded the whole material in text and video format and other things. So the whole 20 or 40 classes are there, and you can access any one of those, but there is no kind of
Interaction.
Interaction.
Yes, live
you can,
interaction
there is one
not
option
there, sir.
called contact teacher. So if you write something, he or she might answer you after 24 hours or so. Even there is no kind of notice that okay, the teacher will be available on that day from this hour to this hour. I found that
But
should
sir,
be
that
there.
is possible using C MOOCs. There
I
are
see.
2 types of MOOCs. Now, one is
I see.
X MOOCs and other is C MOOCs. In case of X MOOCs, the students can learn from the video lectures only. But in case of C MOOCs, the students can interact with the teacher, and the teacher can reply to their doubts.
So is it in real time? Is it
Yes,
in real
yes,
time?
it is in
I
real
see.
time.
I
But
see.
what kind of infrastructure for this seeing?
See, moves that.
I mean, she wants to know what type of
Infrastructures are required, no?
So, and it said that in 2 hours for a week, all the students gather there. So the subject is equal.
No, no, in the schedule of, suppose, in the schedule of CSC department, for semester 1, these 2
Different
days,
departments.
yes, different departments are there. So allotments are also different. Timings are different.
So if some students have a question, so he has nothing to do.
So
they
they
can
interact
ask
with
us
them.
also.
Then
We will
in-house
provide them
teachers.
with the.
So they interact with in-house
So
teachers. For
that's
those.
actually not the e-learning process. No?
Yeah, that may not be the, I mean, the complete learning as we say, but that is one kind of 80% is done in the internet.
So they can get only the extra knowledge. So they can also surf in the net. They can also get that knowledge. So what extra in MOOCs?
No, well,
Sure, it's a good for them.
no, it's not like that. Because suppose I'm giving you one keyword and you start searching internet. The most difficult thing, I think, Partho Babu yesterday
Yes.
told about that. The most difficult thing is extracting out what is really required out of that. So much of data, so much of information, and filtering would take a lot of time. But in case of this type of courses, you really bang up on the topic. So that is advantage. And the first question what you raised, obviously, it is not completely learning. But I see it this way. My experience is, I am being exposed to the lecture of that very person whose textbook I have written during my college days. So I think this is an opportunity. Whether or not I can ask him a question, that's a different issue. And otherwise, if it was not there, I never in my life had the opportunity to see lectures or seeing him writing on the board and fluently teaching a topic what I had picked up in my college days. This is only possible because of this. So why not my students? I'm not got it, but my students will get it now. So why not expose to them? And I have a question to Sanjit. What do you see as an administrator and as an educator that when your students, when the students going there, what is their degree of motivation and what is their degree of involvement into their courses? I mean, see, is it okay? I can see, no, they're not liking it. Or they're very interested. So, because you are really implementing it and also from the faculty point of view, how do they see it? Do they see it as a challenge, or do they see it as a complementary system, or do they see it's not required?
No, it's like a complementary system because it is.
No, not theoretically.
I'm
your perception.
yes, from my perception, I'm telling you that we all feel that it provides a very good platform for all of us to learn something new. Every day, new technologies are coming, new things are coming. With the updated lectures, we are also enhancing our knowledge, and this is what a very positive thing of MOOC is that we people are getting the updated knowledge every day with this platform. So this is how it is helping. Even with teachers also, whenever we feel that we don't have any work, we go to the lecture room and we listen to the lectures.
No, students like it.
Yeah, students like it.
That's good. That's good.
We find it very interesting way of learning. Na?
Because you know,
Well, students comfort in your listening or MOOCs classes, because most of the in Bengal University students like to interact in bilanguage, such as in physics in his department, and they used to teach in Bengali, and when scientific terms come, they use this term. And it happens in Bardwan University, Vishwarathi, Jadavpur University, where I teach, that is the Raigon University. So maybe to participate in MOOCs and successfully, so you have to develop a full listening power, because MOOCs is basically English. So maybe there is a repulsion of the students to cope up this system. But what is it? As you teach them in the MOOCs classes,
So being a
How do
teacher,
you popularize this problem?
I always feel that the attitude of the student while learning something is very important. If the student has got a very positive attitude towards learning, if he or she has the attitude that yes, for the first few classes it may seem the language may seem a barrier, but after doing regular classes of MOOCs, the student will also be habituated with the platform, will also habituated with the languages, right? And after some time, he will also understand all these things. And after a certain point of time, we may find that the student is also speaking in that way, and this is how that learning process has inculcated in that student.
Yes, but madam, there is a problem. If the total environment is like that, there is no problem. Student have to accommodate this problem. But there is only 20% she or he can achieve this. So after performing his class, then again move to the real time class. There he or she may face his bilingual. They automatically try to repulsive from these classes. This is
The student has come to the university to learn something, and we as a teacher, we as faculties, providing them this platform so that they can learn in a different way with better things, with better knowledge. We are trying to provide them. So if they acquire it, it will be good for them. If they don't, then it's up to them. But everyone, we will always motivate our.
It should be implemented from the very basic level. That is, if you start from the class 8 level, then it would be better. Otherwise, there may be some repulsion. Another thing, sir, as you told earlier, the teaching is a mission. So if UGC or other party fetch into the our promotional activity, then there may be some pollution. As like journals, predatory journals, fake journals. Few years back, there is a distance learning.
Still it is there.
Still it is there.
One question to you, as you are talking very frankly. First, you say, do you like this initiative? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Obviously.
Right?
Yes.
So if you like this initiative, so it is to start.
Yes.
How, suppose you were the Prime Minister of India, okay? You got this authority. Now you have been asked, your advisor, sir, you have to popularize it, how to start. So what will be your action? Because you will be getting huge number of problems with it. And if you think about the problems, you are gone.
Yes, sir. But at
You have
first,
to just, rationalize it.
yes, sir.
Which problem must face the priority, which not. I feel, because this initiative is a starting point. Your language is the problem. But important thing is that you can motivate your kid. You don't bother at all. The kid will go up in the ladder of education. If parents fail to motivate the kids, they are faltering. Do you agree this? This is the thing.
Yes, sir.
So it's a motivational, and slowly you build the problem, solve one by one. So let us start. And very unfortunate, Professor talked about Andhra Pradesh. They have taken the lead. Why not Bengal? Bengal claiming everywhere. We are having 4 or 5 global laureates from Calcutta. When you go to outside world, you will see the prestige. But why? Do you have any answer? Answer is there. We lack the political will. We lack the political will. We must have the honest political will, then you will see how that all the global positive initiative for the society is implemented and successful. So let us start.
So I want to.
Exactly. Before starting, if we consider our promotional activities, then there is a less chance to pollute our system. Otherwise, there is a high chance. Because so many public or so many teachers are like to add or enroll in the SWAM or such courses to achieve our marks, not for a good aim. So, sir, before obviously English gives us the mobility only. I agree in your first term, but in my second opinion, to reduce the pollutional effect, UGC or others body should not fetch it to the promotional benefit.
I think our friend is there, you will reply later on.
Yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
now
now-
you are asking something? You are telling something, reacting something?
No, no.
No, it's-
Okay, now I'd like to
Yes.
listen from.
No, any other observation from your side? Okay. So madam to madam, come
Yeah,
on.
Sarmila ji was.
Come on, any question?
सर इंग्लिश के रिगार्डिंग में बोल रही थी कि जैसे सर फिजिक्स से हैं स्केलर क्वांटिटीज वेक्टर क्वांटिटीज डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन अगर बच्चे के कंसेप्ट में वो क्लियर है तो वीडियो लेक्चर सुनने में उसको इंग्लिश एज अ वो सेंटेंस कंटेक्स्ट उसके जैसा है कंटेक्स्ट सेम है वो समझ जाएगा एसएमआर का इतना बड़ा प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा जैसे सर ने कहा कि इट विल बी अ हिंड्रेंस तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि वो हिंड्रेंस होगी
अच्छा
बेसिक
हुआ।
कंसेप्ट उस
तो अपना
सब्जेक्ट में क्लियर है
प्रॉब्लम
उसको।
थोड़ी सॉल्व करेंगे। ये बहुत अच्छा हुआ। That's a good, really, another dimension.
Just say 2-3 things. Regarding first is that CMOOC and XMOOC. Now, so far, correct me if I'm wrong, there has not been any significant initiative in having a live streaming of lectures in MOOCs. What we understand by CMOOCs is having a shared platform where the students would post something, comment upon the posted materials, and through social media, they would communicate with the teacher. Now, I have faced a serious problem regarding this particular thing. I run a blog for my department in the college, which is Durgapur Women's College, and we are a very small college. And I have opened a blog where I post materials. Teachers of our department post their materials, study materials, and often video lectures from different links to YouTube and all. And we often ask our students to post their comments, queries. Now, only if we insist, then only they post. They say that if I post something, it would be visible to everyone, all my peers. So that I do not want. And most of the time, we have seen that some students ask questions when the class is going on. Most of the students ask questions after the class is over. Right? So they need that one-to-one communication. They prefer WhatsApp more than blogs. That's what my personal experience has been so far. So I'm trying to take care of it. I'm trying to ask them. They often post also certain things. I've asked them to post photographs which might be related to some college activities, some essays they write, some creative things. But most of the time they are afraid of the fact that it would be visible to everyone, not only to the teacher. So still, the students want that one-to-one communication with the teacher, and that is only that only happens when we have a classroom environment. Now, we do not come to a university to just have that kind of place where the teacher would come and deliver lecture and go away. That is not the point. They come to the university to share, to be a part of that learning commune. So that they want. And I have asked the previous year I used to teach in a private university which is located in Gujarat. It's known as Dima University, and it's very technically sound regarding these MOOCs and all. So I think they initiated MOOCs much earlier than other universities in India, and we used to have blogs for each courses, and it was mandatory for us to run that blog. So if I am taking 2-3 courses, I have to run 2-3 blogs. And students never posted their also things. They would only mail us, or they would call us, or they would interact in the classroom. And many of the MTech students, they used to tell me that, no, we love the traditional mode of education. So the question of student participation is to be taken care of when we know that my query, my question might be foolish to others. So I would not ask that. So how to cope with that actually? That is the biggest challenge that MOOC might have to face. And I'm very positive regarding it. I'm not having any negative approach towards it. As sir has said that let it start, but still we have this kind of session where we can talk about the problems and challenges which we are going to face and which we are facing. I'm facing a lot of challenges regarding this, but still that blog is going well, and most of the time we, the teachers, are posting it. But still, I hope in future the students would contribute and be active learners more and more. So that's what I wanted to say. I would request others to respond.
Yes, I want to say something.
Please, ma'am.
That there will be 2 reasons. The students are very shy,
Yes.
or they are having lack of confidence.
Yes.
Because if they are confident enough to share, he can share with you. as well as his peer
Ma'am,
group or with other teachers.
Yeah, most of the time students are very shy. I
Yes.
have been a very shy student.
Yes, yes. Or,
I am just
there is a similar reason that they think he foolish. Maybe my
Yeah,
question is foolish.
I never
That
ask
this is the
questions in
main
the
reason,
class
and
because
it's
I'm
not
thinking my friend would laugh
only
at
in
me.
your institution.
So
everywhere.
I think
This is
education
universal
people can
problem.
answer to this question, but I think it's a deep-rooted problem in
Yes.
Indian tradition. There always the education have been a one-way communication mostly, and sometimes it happens that if somebody asks a question, then sometimes the teacher answers before answering the question. They say, "Didn't you know this? Don't you study at home? What do you do at home?" Before answering the question, they say these 3-4 words
That's why.
just to
They are
demoralize him to ask the
cognitive
question.
creations.
So it is, I think it's a deep-rooted problem. But yeah, Amita, what you raised is a really big issue.
So
And we have to.
I want to tell one.
Sure, just that's
MOOCs
why.
में कुछ ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं हो सकता कि सिर्फ टीचर ही उसको
हाँ,
देख पाए
that's what I'm
और
saying.
बाकी
No, no,
students ना देख पाए।
I have attended 3 courses. I have attended 3 courses. I have taken the 8 courses. Each was $1,900. Okay. So what is happening? Initially, when I visited, actually at that time I was in USA in 2014 for 1 year. So I actually then I went for postdoc. But my teacher told that you are so much lack in the subject, so do these things with the graduate students. So initially for the 1 month I faced some problems. The system was that their system is not MOOCs, and that is very old system there. Here it is new. That is the old system here, 2014. So there is one thing, blackboard. One is blackboard, another is moped. So every week, I think in one Wednesday at 12 noon, we have to open the computer from my home. Then my teacher already loaded everything. I have to only see these things. If I have some problem, in the right hand side, all the students are coming. Then they are sending their question. Molly is my teacher was Molly. Molly was sitting in maybe in the home, maybe other places. Molly immediately answered this question. Then what I noticed, that is for the 1 or 2 months I faced some problem. Then I reviewed it. There is initially regarding the computer, because there is Linux version, my Windows version doing some program, and every day I have to log in. So after logging at a particular time, and once in a week, she gives some time. It's not see, there is in USA there is a teaching assistant. So teaching assistant gave time for 1 hour every week. So if we have some problem, we have to go there. And then I have to
face to face.
On that person, only if I have problem, otherwise I have not go there. So what is happening? Then I asked my professor, why you are doing this one? They are telling, Malcolm, you are seeing what you are doing in university, all are doing MSc. But here, the course are not only for the MSc students. Maybe some medical students also doing this one. Some Indian students one. So I am doing this is a very good idea. Good idea is okay. But to come in this area, our main thing is that this is started from the school level. That is started from the 5-6 level, and this is for doing, USA have made an extensive research. After doing extensive research, they just amplify. Now, if you think you will apply in, because always you the people always copy us. So if you think there is in our country, you apply this, be careful. First you do some research, then you imply. Then because I am at the time postdoc, because I have to do this class with the graduate students. I am facing a lot of problem, and then though in the first classes I have some problem, then in the I did in 3 courses. Though I have to pay initially $1,900, but at last they have just returned with the money because I was in postdoc and in my own fellowship. So the point is that this is very fruitful. That is fine, but we have to see in which scenario. Because the students they are coming, they all know Linux from the very background. From the 8 or 9, they learn Linux. And at the time, they are always using the Mac. At the time, so in Mac, there is a problem. You can use Linux, you can use the operating system, and here we have to set up formatting. In Mac, because formatting, their computation power is there. We have no such computation power at for only one service. University may have, but who will maintain this one? So within short time to implies, but it is in long term, it is the ultimate thing. In long term, it will be the ultimate thing. And then we have to think how gradually we have to adapt this one. That is the main thing. Say for the first course I have some problem. But for the second and third course, I have not no problem. And the point is that I have never seen the students. What is happening after completion and every I think in the Saturday the morning last the problem. This is the problem. You have to give the answer. Question is such that if I make the number question number 1 4 attempts, if I make one attempt okay, you get 100 marks. Then if I give second marks, some amount of reduction. So in the next time you get 0, but you can go in the second question. So in this way, automatically the score sheet is preparing. Every day score sheet is preparing. On the last day, whenever I give the exam, then the certificate comes. You qualify this process. So I no office, no professor, nothing. Everything from the home it was happening. But the point is that in the university there is teacher is very less. No teacher required. Only those Molly have posted this. Molly was again not faculty of the university. Molly at that time working on the MIT. From the MIT he is making this one. Molly is earning the money. Molly is at a time doing the 3 jobs. One is here, another is thing. So point is that we have to go in that level. Then only possible, right? And they are telling because we are doing, because we have a very deficiency teacher. Nobody coming in taking job. All are going to different professional job, like different other things, company things. So we have to take a experience. Ultimately, we don't know because in India, job is another thing, employment is another thing. So we have to go through different type of process. Then we have to see what will happen. But we have to follow this one. Otherwise, we will be there. Because truly speaking, I am preparing my class note here, not from the book. I am preparing from the other foreign university, different type of things I am doing. Research methodology, I am taking from there. So if this is happening, then ultimately we have to go this one.
There should be more. Okay, so I think SWAYAM is relatively new, but NPTEL is quite older, I guess. So Rudra has some experience on that. Let us hear from him how it is running as far as his experience is
It's
concerned.
not about me running. I want to again hear it because during the course of the lecture, I wanted to learn that if you are in a verge or you are planning to prepare a course, you please share that how you are planning, and particularly I got interacted and somebody from education.
Yeah, there are three people from
They can share that whether the techniques which are being thought of, because it is very doubtful that it's very difficult that all on board in that committee, there may be any person from education. So this feedback is very important for us, that whether the quadrant approach or the Bloom's taxonomy, which you have suggested that it is not, but I'm just into the basic part only for the Bloom's taxonomy, whether it can be really helpful in pursuing the objectives of the online courses, because we generally pursue it for our everyday classes. Now, for the next part, I will come later on where you have paid money for the courses, but in Indian context, it is free. And in the Indian context, we are here. There is one. I think Sir also raised one point that there is a fear that someday there will be no teachers and the universities will be gone and it will be only online courses. Yesterday. So it is actually not that we are not going to have teachers. It is because we have such a big population size and the awareness, in fact, among the masses for education has increased. It is possible in many places that there are very few teachers and there are educational resources.
It is the scenario.
So the first sentence that I started with was the equal kind of education for all. Now, for that purpose, it is certain that a free courses, we have to facilitate as teachers, you and us, we have to facilitate those students and make them aware so that they can access these courses and supplement their understanding. It's not that it is only going to give them the resources, which in your case I found that they are going to only for online courses. It's not like that. It's going to supplement them. So it is Indianized in its own way, only to benefit for certain aspects, like in the PhD coursework I called about. It is very strange to make a person travel 600 kilometers and 800 kilometers and come and take up a course because he or she is doing a part-time PhD coursework. So in the initial phase, the coursework which we have also implemented, we strictly told that you are in one hand telling that you get people from various institutes and give them opportunity at NIT to work, because most of the secretary level people and the persons who want to be directors, they go for PhD in Delhi side institutes because they are mainly centered there. So we told them, okay, why Ministry of Defense when they talk? Like
This is the scenario for the defense personnel as well.
Yes, actually.
I saw many Air Force people.
Example there.
Air Force people, Navy people.
That fellow is taking a MOOCs, NPTEL course for the PhD coursework, because we have included in the provision that a PhD coursework can be from the MOOCs course. So in that case, these are the implementation issues which we have discussed. But what we want to main focus in this kind of a forum is that how you are thinking that whether these techniques which you are doing from the websites, you are listening to the experts, various experts have talked about, whether you want to give any suggestions to them that this can be included in this way, okay, this is not okay, then you have to make a shift. There are problems, but we have to discuss here solution. You can just provide solutions here. That this is what we found that it is not okay, so this can be done. That is of prime importance to us, because as sir has already suggested, there are hundreds of problems. So if you run about the problem, then it will never be solved. But we have to take up means to address those issues. So we have to discuss how to address those points.
Thank you, Rudra. I just want to touch upon a few points while sir was discussing. Okay, he was discussing. Some time ago, I used to work with a voluntary organization also, not an NGO. While I was agreed on there to understand, I can recall one particular term. It also struck me. Nirabata Sanskriti, the culture of silence. We are living in a society where it's already there. Asking something is very dangerous.
Yes.
So
Yes.
that is being reflected here. That just came to my mind. The silence of the culture of silence.
Yes.
Remaining silence is better for everybody, for every aspect, maybe political or other. So that also gets reflected here. That I just came to my mind when we were talking. Second, what the ma'am was telling, obviously. But for us, the state-aided university is basically situated in English. In many cases, I have seen their faces become nearly very anxious. So I feel what I would say. Even I could see myself on the other side. At one time, I also faced the same problem. And what happens at the end? It's unfortunate, but it's my experience that ultimately my plan was okay. We will go for all English. Sometimes I switch over Hindi or basically English, sometimes Bangla. But after some time, I felt that okay, they're not. I could not communicate properly. I started 10% Bengali, then it became 20%, then 30%. And end of the session, I say, well, where I started, I went back there. It's a fact. I do not have any problem in confessing to you. But another experience was Rodru has faced that we have started a few, because for MOOCs, the point of discussion was more towards education now. We started one initiative that every student, every week has to give a lecture, 15 minutes. First one, there will be no marking. Whatever you have learned in your BTech classes, you tell us. You choose your own topic and tell, but you have to stand before us. You have to know how to, do not come with chappals. Okay,
Yes,
just
yes,
these
yes.
things. Do not come with the jeans and t-shirt on that particular day. Others are free, but on that day, you should wear proper clean shirt and pant with a shoe, if not a non-casual shoe. And for ladies, no jeans. Like that. That way we started. And keep talking. Everything would be in English. Whatever may be your difficulty. And we teach them how to come out of this one. Mirror speaking, speaking before your friends on the previous day. That type of techniques we have tried. And I would not say successful one, but it helped.
Sir, except for the English lecture, except English as a language, others we can, if we have command on our subject, that subject knowledge is more than sufficient. And English we will add on.
No, that we try, but in most cases.
But in English language, there should be no.
That's a different thing.
There is a English gives you the mobility. If you know your subject very well, but if you can mobile it to your peers, then you have to know the foreign language, English.
And
It is not Japanese and China, they are different issue. But if you move with your language subject, then you have no English.
On the last thing, what I said, this is my suggestion for all of you, because not many times we get
So
such
actually,
a.
I can just add one little point here, like in Patagaval, school here, there is a tradition every week there is a Sahitya Sabha. So that makes them just like you can speak anything from any audience. So any student from Patagaval, if you ask him to speak something on before an audience, they can do it very easily. It's not only the language; it is also the kind of smartness or confidence that you have to speak or you have to say something before an audience. That is also we have to learn, and the practice you started, and I think that should be the way, one way to solve it.
And my last suggestion is, because we do not get this, because once again, in whenever I am dealing in HRDC, that Niramata Sanskriti continues there. And sir, tell me, simply tell me you have told nothing, it's nothing, criticize me in any way, because I will take that one and improve my content. But hardly one or two people will start talking. Certainly the time is a constraint there. But here, the very good thing is, now we have built a bridge on which I'm going that side, you are coming to that side. So I would request, and I can see on 10th February there's an assignment. Can we, because every workshop should have some takeaways. Okay, so can you do like that? Whatever different aspects are coming, we can make a document, as because it's a central funded organization or institution. So using the help of Rodro, can you come up with one or two such documents? That what are the recommendations? What is the problems?
That's a good suggestion, I think.
And
though on that day we don't have any introduction session and any physical class or something like that. So what do you think? Because by that time almost the whole course will be over. So your recommendation and suggestions you can put over email and electronic communication, and then we can make one combined copy, and then we can try to communicate it to the higher authority so that they can think over it, as Bojada is suggesting that they need some information from the end user who are implementing it. So that would be one good exercise, and I really thank Anindada for suggesting this. So I hope you also will agree with that. Is it?
Yes.
Okay, please.
Sir, in our MA education and AVED classes, as well as in BEd classes, we are doing the same. Especially in my class, I give them some topic and bind them. Yes, you have to ask question, you have to discuss. No lecture method. Okay, in starting first semester, it's okay. We will go with the flow.
Lecture method.
But in second, third, especially third and fourth, we, especially me, I never allowed to go for a lecture method myself and give them topic, choose your topic and discuss. Because especially in MA and AMED fourth semester, they have to speak up. The AMED students are going to be a teacher educator, and if they are not going to speak in front of their peer and their teacher itself, and then how they will go for the interviews, etc. So their confidence level increase, and before coming to this workshop on 4th, my AMED student told me, ma'am, आप कब देंगे वो हम लोगों को बोलने के लिए टॉपिक. तो मैंने 4th को उनको दे दिया कि इट्स ओके, अपना आप पढ़िए लिखिए, और आफ्टर वर्कशॉप आई विल रिटर्न एंड वी विल डिस्कस. So this is also we are doing in our institution.
So anyway, I think
Sir, for suggestion which I am facing in our PIC course, sir, weekly they are giving the course material, study material, links, etc., and taking the test. We are running for our duty and personal job and daily login. That is very hectic. The test जो है, that is written self-paced, but we are bound.
It's scheduled, ma'am. It's
scheduled, but we are running to taste.
But it was motivating also. It's so motivating.
But it's becoming hectic.
anyway, so I think we can close this session now. We are behind schedule.
Just a final comment before closing. See, the purpose of this panel discussion is successful because I think it becomes very, very interactive. Definitely will be. This hour you have to be prepared, I think, thinking about the other process. And that's the purpose. Mono growth has set a very interesting expression. Here, I think the philosophy lost.
That's a
Very important,
good
what I like to talk for all of you, you might be knowing, India is now going through one very golden time. You know what is the golden time India enjoying? India enjoying. Because India going through population dividend. Population dividend means, demographic comparative advantage. India is run by youth. If you go the age of the population, most majority belongs to youth group. And as you know, most fertile, adaptive brain is youth. Anybody is created by with all the nobles below 30 or nearby. Not by 10. Forget about Rabindranath, Pratibha, that is a different issue. But mainly this. And this is the time, and demographer now saying, this opportunity we are getting now, going through, we are going to lose after 4th decade of this century. It's a biological thing, you can think like that. So have you are left with 2 decades? If you come up to the world, in the knowledge of everything, advancements, I think it is a high time to accept the new ideas and try to get it implemented. Don't get bogged down with problems. That's my point. Then you can develop some real political will to make India back to the glory of past. That's the thing. Thank you very much. I am very delighted, and thank you all. Special thanks to everybody.
Thank you very
Very
much for this active session. We'll meet after the lunch around 2:15. Let us make some. Thank you, sir.
Good.